Welcome to Spill the RT. We are at our 20th episode. Hi, Josh. How are you?
Hello, how you doing, Eamon? Hello, folks. 20. We made it to 20. We made it to 20.
This is so exciting. Could you ever believe us?
I
Last
couldn't.
May, getting to 20 episodes.
Unbelievable. I just can't believe it. And anyone
Look
who
at
hasn't
that.
been with us, see what FOMO brings, see what you've missed out on. What can I
You've
do?
missed out on everything. You have. Well, you know what they have to do in order for them not to miss out ever again.
I do. You have to like, share, subscribe, tell 3 friends, ask us for swag, tell your mom, tell your grandma, find your long lost cousin and let that person know the best in discussion is online here. And if you miss it, you have missed it.
Only on Spill the RT. So do catch up if you haven't already. You can get all of our episodes on YouTube, on Spotify, on Apple Podcasts, and you can check out our website at www.nuacollective.com. So let's get this 20th episode started. What are we going to talk about today, Josh?
Today on our 20th episode, this week we've got more art found in dumpsters and selling big, an Ai Weiwei sculpture intentionally destroyed, the next entry in our bad public art series, and man, is it pretty bad, an art critic revival via AI, and the search for a new museum director in Sicily, but only if they'll work for free. All that plus a brand new guest are coming up next as we spill the art tea.
Woo! Excellent. Right. Let's get this party started. Today we have a brand new guest all the way from Latvia. Jana, come on down.
Yay!
Hello. Hello, Jana. Welcome to the show. You are more than welcome to our 20th production of Spill the RT. We will get to speak all about you and your work at the end of the show, as always. But for now, let's get on with the show and into our first story. Josh, where are we going to first?
We are heading to southeast England, the town of Cranbrook, where a gentleman named Matt Winter used to pick through the trash. So what he did was go dumpster diving. He found this cool looking piece of art, and then he tucked it away in a cupboard for 11 years. Turns out it was a Dürer sketch, an editing that sold for $44,000 at auction at Staffordshire.
Oh my goodness, $44,000. That is so much money. I think they only thought it was going to get 10,000, but here it is, that beautiful, beautiful print by Durer, found in a dump. You know,
what caught my eye is usually when we talk about this stuff, it's found in an attic or it's found in a basement. This goes to the next level. This is like God level find. I'm just gonna go dumpster diving and who knows what I'll find.
oh dear. Are you a fan of Durer, Jana?
Yes, I like dumpster diving also, and it's like a
Great.
Did you ever find something worth $44,000?
maybe, but I don't know. You know,
Okay, maybe you should start doing some assessments, get some appraisals in to see if any of it's actually worth anything.
maybe.
Apparently, it's the way to go. Forget going to galleries, folks. Forget going to auctions. Head for the dump. Head for the big dumpsters that you find around town. Who knows what will be there, apparently.
The dogs have it right, you know, they go in and they look for their scraps. Maybe that's what we should be doing to try and get some money in. Just start digging in dumpsters.
Maybe I should start leaving some of my artwork in dumpsters. Maybe that's an even better way to go.
Oh, yeah, but you want to get the money back. You know, make sure it's well signed.
Well, I doubt that if this had been a living person that they would have seen any money anyway, right? Because it goes to auction, so the artist doesn't see it. That's the way the game gets played. Wah, wah, wah.
Wah, wah. Our sound effects have got much better as the episodes have gone by, Jana, and now we're pros, you see. So
Yeah, you just don't need to go to dumpster diving. You are going only on street, and then you look it up, and you can also find some interesting things. And even in Latvia we have also free shop, so there is also like a treasure box.
That would be pretty cool.
that would be really cool. I think that tea is spilt, and we are moving swiftly along.
Swiftly.
Swiftly.
Off
Here we
to
go.
Italy. Off to Italy.
Italia.
Yes, our one of our probably one of the most well-known international artists I would say today is Ai Weiwei, right? He's well known for doing political art. He's known for doing like big pieces. This was a
Mm,
fairly small piece that he had done. It was put up in a show in Italy, done in porcelain. It kind of looks like a PVC, or it looked, I should say, it looked like a PVC box made of PVC pipe for landscaping. Instead, it was ceramic and had designs on it. Really beautiful in a way. And a guy
beautiful
came
one,
in and
really
just
beautiful.
completely destroyed it. Does
My
not like Ai
goodness.
Weiwei, does not like his politics, and apparently does not like his porcelain box.
Oh
And
dear. And here is that piece of artwork smashed
yep.
into smithereens. There was CCTV footage of it being done. I couldn't get my hands on the rights for that because we don't have all that money in the budget, but there you go. Here is the smashed version of that sculpture. It was really pretty, and like you can see the delicacy in what is usually like, you when you see that those joints in it, you do go straight into thinking about like, the pipes that connect to your toilet, or for the water or whatever, what you would see in like enamel or in porcelain design, and to see all of that in such a kind of a modern setup, or in a contemporary sort of very usually plastic sort of material. It's great to see that sort of design in that. But yeah, it's gone. It's crushed. And there was a comment on this on social media where they stated that in 1995, Ai Weiwei smashed a 2,000-year-old Han Dynasty vase, saying that it's powerful only because someone thinks it's powerful and invests in the value of the
Yeah.
object. That's what they said. But I thought that was really interesting that he's now the subject of this destruction or of this vandalism.
Apparently, though, the person that does this is known as a serial vandalist of artworks. So
Ah,
it could have just been that Ai Weiwei was the latest victim of. I don't know that it was intentional beyond that. What do you think, Jana?
And 2 years ago, there was in Latvia also some like some kind of accident because there
mm,
was a like a brick standing, and some of um, people take the brick and threw in the this art and broke the art piece. But in this situation, there was also like big discussions about how it's possible to know if it's made to take the brick and throw in the art, or it's like only for you are looking on these bricks. So
mm.
now in this nowadays we are so free, so nobody is taking seriously that you are only look at the art with your eyes and don't touch it, or don't take a responsibility to damage the art.
Yeah, it's the complete opposite extreme of like don't touch the art. Instead, no, we're going to smash the art.
Yes.
Well, apparently it was an invite only, so they're not even clear how the guy got in. There was security that grabbed him afterwards. He smashes it. He pushes it over. He smashes it. He lifts it above his head, and he throws it down. So it was like it's almost like if he decided I want to be an artist, this could literally be his practice. Let me come in and destroy other people's work. Apparently, he's been doing it for years.
Oh dear. Is this so that vandal has been identified? Has there
Oh
been
yeah.
any sort of
Well,
any
he was
repercussions
arrested
for his act?
again.
Okay. Mm.
Like I said, he was not like he was unknown. Apparently, this is his shtick. He breaks things.
Oh my God. I suppose now this artwork is now probably more valuable because it's in smashed in smithereens.
Well, I think if you take the Banksy avenue of this, right, you'd take the
Mm.
pieces, you would make it into a new installation, and it would sell obviously for much more because of the damage that had been done to it.
Oh God, above. Okay. Well, we've had lots of serial vandalism. We have had lots of that, and I think that's enough of that for now. So let's move on. Move on. The next story we're going back to the wonderful Irish writer, Mr. Oscar Wilde, and we're going to learn about him now because he is part of our series of famous statues made about famous people. But this one, have a look at this, folks. It's not all that attractive.
It's huge. Okay, to be fair, right? If you look, it really does have a certain likeness to Wilde's head, but it's done with these segments and things, and so it's just really odd, I guess is the best way to put it. It's yet another example of an idea that probably looked interesting on paper, but has not been executed in a way that is
No.
inviting to the public.
No. His grandson has said that it looks absolutely hideous. And yeah, it is. But I suppose Oscar Wilde was a bit of a loon, you know? I mean, in order for him to do all of that crazy amount of work that he did, I feel like, you know, this is maybe representative of his psycho kind of elements, and that he's, you know, kind of jarred, and, you know, that distorted kind of look of the, you know, movements or jigsaw piece of his. I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying, to be honest.
It's intended to be installed in a garden, right? So
Okay.
here you
Yeah.
are, right? Lovely shrubs, your typical English or Irish estate kind of garden. You turn a corner and you see this.
For me, it represents, you know, Oscar Wilde, this poem about beautiful prince.
Yes.
So the way that prince was taking all of this glittery stuff to poor people, and then he become like this statue now.
Ah, see, maybe the artist was going for something like that then, and was very, you know, true to form, true to what he was writing.
The foundation that is put this together says it's another way of sort of looking at death.
Okay.
Oh wow. Okay.
The morbidity.
They
We're kind of getting very spooky.
They say the grandson's entitled to his opinion, the world's entitled to their opinion, but they had something they were looking for here. And what they were looking for was, I guess, rather than the portrait of Dorian Gray, the actual head of Dorian Gray.
Great. Okay. He's a clever one today, folks. He's getting very confident with his synopsises now. We're looking for lots of kind of little spikes now that we can throw out in our socials. And is that one that you'd like to put out there?
I was told stop cursing and give us more good content, so that's what I'm doing.
Absolutely. Well, you know what? You're on the road to success, Josh. And with that, we're going to talk about Nua Collective now, so that you can gather your thoughts and come up with something even more clever for the next segment. So, Nua Collective, a visual art community. As always, we are home to 20 artists and hundreds of their artwork, with fresh work added weekly to our online collection at nuacollective.com. Make sure that you check out our brand new exhibition, Scatter, which is available online now at www.nuacollective.com. All of the works available on nuacollective.com are for sale, and all of the artworks that are sold on our website go directly to the artists. So please support our artists by buying something. And you know, Christmas season is coming up, so do make sure that you make an effort to support living artists. Our beautiful print publications highlighting our collaborative collections are available to buy, perfect for your art collection. And we have a brand new book based on our Scatter exhibition now available for sale too. Follow us on Instagram and TikTok, like this video, and subscribe to our YouTube channel so you don't miss out on us spilling the RT in our weekly roundups every Monday. Josh,
buy art from living artists.
Buy art from living artists. Yes, and we are on our 20th episode, and we have a very, very special thing for you today. What is that, Josh?
So normally we talk AI in terms of making art, but no, now we have AI becoming an art critic. Brian Sewell, who is apparently the Evening Standard's longtime art critic and died a decade ago, is alive again. Well, not really alive, but I guess if you put enough of his words into an AI, it'll spit back out. It was assigned the Van Gogh exhibition. A new review is coming from a man who's been dead for a decade. Welcome to the 2020s.
I don't know how I feel about this. You know, I mean, whatever about reviewing, I don't know, something that's like text or a book or something, reviewing something that's visual, whether that's an art piece or whether that's a piece of theater or a film, how are you supposed to put together, maybe AI is just that clever now, but how are you supposed to put together a review of something that is so subjective? I don't understand it. And then, you know, I mean, the Evening Standard are going from the Evening Standard now to the London Standard, so that they're not doing as much content. So you'd think that, you know, because they are reducing the amount of material they need to put out, that they could actually put some more effort into their reviews. But you know, it doesn't cost them anything to just say, hey Siri, can you please generate a new review for this art piece by Josh Stein? And they were like, oh my god, it's so colorful, it's luminescent and just full of color and vigor.
Josh Stein, the music library. You can ask me to play a radio station or ask for your music in a different app.
Did you hear that? Oh dear, Siri, we love you.
Siri, kiss my butt.
Oh, Jana, what do you think?
What do you think, Jana? Where are you on this one?
No, I will I will be like, see 1, 2, 3, and I will be.
The wisdom of unicorns. Love it. Love it. Jana, for those of you who are listening, Jana has just produced a book that's called The Wisdom of Unicorns in all its color and vigor.
Yep.
Oh,
remember, it's not a middle finger. It's a unicorn horn. That's what that is.
yes.
AI, I have a special gift for you. But this is literally just the beginning, right? Because
it is.
Organization after organization is going to look to save money. And the reality is it costs virtually nothing to take all of someone's written words, dump them into a large language model, and let them start spitting stuff out. We've talked about this before. It was going to be Van Gogh talking to us. Now we can have an AI critic talking about the AI Van Gogh, and they can just talk at each other while the rest of us go and actually live our lives, right? Like this is just, it's starting to become, it's just a sort of like circle jerk is what I would call it. It's like an AI circle jerk.
Yep. Oh dear, there was an episode of The Simpsons that was out last week in its 36th premiere or something, and it was about AI making an episode of The Simpsons, and it was just like, I was like, this is where it's going. We're absolutely effed. We are.
Well, I didn't ask for this. Did either of you ask for this? Right? I mean, there's like what 9 billion of us on this planet. If we ask, everyone's like, I didn't ask for this, then maybe there's an easy way. This is called pull the plug. You know.
This is plug.
Sorry, Skynet. Sorry, Skynet.
The thing is, this guy though, the critic, he was known for being incredibly like cynical and very harsh, and you know that's something that potentially AI won't be able to do. You know, it's like, okay, everything is wonderful. They'll find the positive in everything, and yeah, that's a wonderful euphoria. However, you know, we're never going to be able to differentiate between what we physically resonate with and what we get from art and what we get from the visual experience from a human's opinion or a human's viewpoint anymore, because it's just going to be this generated thing from a computer, and there's just taking the realism and taking the heart and taking the essence out of it. So, I don't know.
Well, it reminds me of that statement about, well, from an egg's perspective, a chicken's just there to give it the ability to make more eggs, right? Like at a certain point, humans stop mattering, and it's AI talking to AI, and I just have no interest. Like what you're going to see is me with a hatchet doing the typical kind of like Apple commercial, only I'm really going to do it because I got no interest in any of this.
No. Well, art critic Brian Sewell is looking down at us all laughing.
It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous.
And that's that tea spilled.
Moving.
Yeah. Moving swiftly
right
along.
onto the computer. Spill it onto the computer.
Spilling up. Everything is exploding. There's sparks flying.
And now for something completely different.
And now for something completely different. We are going to Sicily. To a museum. Where they are looking for a new director for their museum to work for free because, you know, they can't afford to pay somebody to do the job. And I suppose they look for some poor soul who's retired and who's nothing else to do.
But that's not what they want. That's not what they want. This is the town of Asai, I guess. Asai, somehow. I don't know how to pronounce it. It's near Catania. They want someone who's been to university. They want someone who's got a graduate degree. They're not looking for a retiree who's like, yeah, I can open the place up on Saturdays from 2 to 6. Sure, I got nothing better. They want someone who would normally be making a 6-figure job to run their museum for them, but to do it for free. Maybe they should get AI to run it for them because
exactly.
Oh, Jana, what do you think?
I think that the same, that the AI can be the boss of this museum. So he don't need to pay, so he can
Well,
work for free.
even ChatGPT has a subscription fee, so I mean, we're not going to even get that for free.
But you can download some criminal without paying nothing. So yeah.
Perfect. We'll get the free version, the black market version.
Yes.
I saw an article last week. They're literally within 6 months from releasing home helpers, right? That literally look like humans. It's very uncanny valley. So you slap in an AI, take the helper, throw them over in the museum. Who's going to come to see it? I guess more AI. To me, it's like it's building this cycle of it's just art for the computer to watch. They're the audience. Let them have it. The rest of us will go and do something else, right? Like it reaches levels of absurdity. So and then when you want humans, you don't want to pay them. It's just come on.
So slightly deviating away from the AI part for a second. Historically, it has been known that museums were run by volunteers, and that's kind of where people were kind of coming from on this, and that the community come together and they create opportunities to manage this cultural organization and for everybody to kind of put their efforts into it and all that kind of stuff. However, like running an organization like this and at this scale now takes a lot more, and like expectations of society are larger. Security is higher, health and safety is higher, everything is much more by the book and policy driven. So I suppose it's like, how should you expect somebody to take on that for nothing? I think it's unreasonable.
It's not just that. Like, yes, there are docents. Every museum uses docents. They're typically people who are retirees who don't have anything else going on, right? And they'd be there anyway. That's a completely different thing. There's usually someone who's organizing all the docents who's getting paid, right? Like this idea that somehow, as it floats up into the administrative level of anything, hey, I'm going to start a business, but no one's going to pay me. It's ridiculous. Somehow, because it's art, though, it gets pushed into this idea that since art's for everybody, then everybody should be willing to just support it. Like, no, I still got to eat.
Yes. Jana, what do you think?
Maybe they want to close this museum, so without nothing,
Yes.
We are trying the best.
We did the best we could. We put out a global call for position. We didn't get any applications. We cannot understand why. It's beyond us. Let's ask ChatGPT. ChatGPT, if you needed a museum director for free.
How do we go about this? I think you're right, though. I think it's really unfair because, I mean, I've been in positions where I've been looking for jobs in the arts and trying to put together all of my qualifications and my years of experience to try and actually get something in the field that I have done my research and my study for. And there's like, well, we can offer you 15K for the year. And it's like, how the hell am I supposed to survive on that? Yeah. And that's supposed to be acceptable, and we're supposed to work 3 other jobs in order for us to sustain that, and then also give us 110% to make sure that venue runs as well as what their expectations are. I just don't understand why that's there. And then, I mean, we're obviously subject to public funding and to private funding and all of that, and we spoke about that last week with different the kind of changes in that world. But in good news on that side, like Ireland has released their national budget in October this year, and they've got huge amounts of funding from the government for the arts and to inject into the arts. So, I mean, there are positives that are happening in the world. So hopefully that just moves forward.
Well, I think I like the way Ethan Hawke, the actor, put it, right? People tend to not value art until someone dies, until they lose a job, until they go through a bad time. And then they turn for solace to things that other humans have created that's waiting for them, right? Yeah. And oftentimes when it comes to funding of things, people are like down on until they need it. And then once they personally have an experience of need and having that need met, they're like, oh, of course we should do this. The fact that people aren't able to sort of step outside of themselves and see that need is going to be there long before they personally encounter it, because, there's 9 billion of us, that apparently escapes them. That's like a mental gap I don't know how to fix.
They'll need to find a way to fix it though, because what will happen is culture will dry up, and then what's going to be left of the world only like skyscrapers and concrete walls. And I mean, that's boring, and people will
Well,
realize that eventually, hopefully.
but what's funding this huge Irish explosion actually is because it's being used as a tax haven
Yes.
by Apple Computer, right? So
Stop that, Josh. Stop that. Stop that. Let's not bring things back into reality and say the realization of the fact that we are getting loads of money is because of the fact that Facebook and Meta and they're the same company, and Apple, and but we also have pharmaceuticals and that. So you know, it's not just them.
okay.
The drugs are helping too. Jana, I think we're on something today. There must be something in the air because we're both a little bit extra psychotic today. Maybe it's because we're 20 episodes in. How exciting. I'm gone crazy. Jana, we're going to talk about you now because we need
Yep.
to learn about you as an artist and what it is that you do, and tell us about you. Tell us what's going on in Jana's world. Lack is a construct that would see us deprive others. Okay.
It's oracle says so today. It's your wish. So
Thank you.
so I'm working like textile artist for now 40 years.
Wow.
Yes, like that. Like, and I need to believe in myself like for 10 years. Then I'm artist and I do it
Yes.
for a better world and for joy. And yeah, and when you are believe it, and then it's like open doors and everything
Yes.
is possible. And
Absolutely.
yeah, for me was like my friends like encouraging me, you know, you are very good in art, and then I was like, okay, yes, if you think so, but for me it's like I'm doing only for pleasure, not for like for people who need to buy the stuff.
Sure.
And then my friends like, but you know you can take money for your what you are doing, and I was like, yes, why? Like like it's like exactly, and then it's like yeah, but yes, now in October I will have 2 exhibitions, so
Wow.
yeah, I'm very proud for myself. And
Amazing.
if you can come to Latvia, enjoy some.
Great. What dates are your exhibitions? What are they, and when? What are they called, and where are they?
So one will be in Olanas Museum, and it will start of 22 of October, and will be till 22 of November.
Brilliant.
And other will be at 18 of October, and it will be in Apes Center, like
Amazing.
very far away from Riga, like 4 hours
That's
to.
okay though. That's okay.
But
Your work has been spread around. That's brilliant. So this piece, Jana, this is a beautiful textile piece by you. Can you tell us a little bit about it?
so it's a digital weaving technique, and the model I was seeing in the magazine, and the girl was so pretty, so I was okay, and I want to draw her, and then I was like my imagination was in like a dream. So and in the morning I was like sketching her. So and there's unicorns, and like it's like for a free woman with you can be with your like sometimes there's like women with birds in her minds, so there's with unicorns you can be free and believe in rainbow and freedom and so on.
And we have this piece here, which is slightly scarier, I think. It's just kind of is it a clown on the right?
There's like it's one of my favorites actually, and but now it's like will be Halloween, so yeah, but it's about our souls, about that we are living in now times, and we don't, and we are like live, and what will come after our death, like when we are pass away. So what can we stay in our minds or in memories? So what will be, because if you are leaving this planet, then your stuff will be in the garbage,
In the
like,
dumpsters.
yes, dumpsters. Somebody is taking, and then, oh wow, you are a living being, and what you are taking, and what is your like pressure on the world. Like there's a like fox
Mm.
skeleton, and it's about also that we are doing if we are taking somebody's lives with eating animals, or with buying a lot of stuff without thinking, then what's happened with our generation, like that. This is a mission of this work. So yeah,
You do a lot of work in grayscale, black and white.
I am working a lot. I like black and white because it's you have your pen and the white paper every time with you, so you can do the sketches. And if you need the colors, you can put it also in colors. But yes, I prefer in black white technique. So yeah.
Just to
And
kind of show Josh some color of your work, we have this piece here that you've provided us with, and I think this is much more vibrant, and it's quite different, and it's quite magical. What's this piece about?
this piece about like woman who is taking with her, also with her not very good stuff. We have every time we are angels, but sometimes we are devils, and maybe dragons, so queens. And then the like moon also with this. Then if you have moon energy, it's also like a woman energy. So it's based on freedom, and with pleasures also, what's happening in the nighttime. Maybe more, and also with dreams. But yeah, it was very interesting that in this summer I was painting a lot of these angels who is like dark skin angels. But for me, this dark skin, it's not like very dark skin, but it's like a gold skin.
Goat skin.
Yeah, if it's gold is very like black, then it's like with this brown opinion. So yeah.
Wow.
So yeah, about this.
Very
And then
cool.
and this is what's in Latvia. We have also and yeah, and in this camp we are celebrate that you don't need to be an artist, but you can like playing with colors, and taking your new skills, or putting on these papers or canvas. So yeah, it's a very lot of freedom, so you can do everything what you want. And then somebody is taking, but there's I found this technique, maybe you should take this stuff, and so on. And it's like a big family. So yeah.
Amazing. So it's quite a supportive group, is trying to kind of encourage you to make more and to try different things.
Yes.
Amazing, cool.
Great.
Your work is tremendous, Jane, and it's really nice to see. And we will definitely share information about you and your work online. So if you could share with our audience where people can learn more about your work, where can they find out?
So you can find me on the Facebook, like Jana Purmale, and also in Instagram, the same.
Perfect.
So yeah, and if I can help with some advice or encouraging, then it's my pleasure. So
Amazing, amazing. So
Great.
everyone check her out, and the links for those profiles will be in our bio, so you can click into those and see those, and make sure you do support Jana and her amazing artworks. And thank you, Jana. Thank you so much for coming on and for sharing this 20th episode experience with us. We are really thankful for that.
Thank you so much.
thank you,
And
you that you take your
thank-
time.
No problem, no problem. Josh, before we end this episode, what are our audience members to do right now?
So you know what next week is? Next week
What's
we are
next week?
fully legal. Who knows what we will do
Here.
for our 21st?
Ooh.
Who knows? You
Oh.
will miss it unless you subscribe, like, send to 3 friends, tell your grandparents, your great grandparents, go back in time, find a time machine, let everybody you knew as a child know. There's this
Josh, if we're
great
going to
thing
get up-
coming.
If we're going to get up to mischief, though, given that we're 21, maybe our grandparents shouldn't be invited.
Oh no, I want them there.
Oh, well. Very good. You're a brave man, Josh. You always were more brave than I. Anywho, that is all for today's show, folks. Remember, like, share, subscribe, check us out, nuacollective.com. Make sure that you follow us at Nua Collective Art on Instagram, on Facebook, wherever you find us, you'll find us. Wherever you find us, you'll find us. Yeah, that makes loads of sense, Eamon. Anyway, so get us on TikTok, get us on Apple Podcasts, on Spotify Podcasts. You know, we're everywhere. But that's all for now. Join us next week. And remember, if you'd like to come on to Spill the RT with us, you can do so. Just send us a message and we will get back to you ASAP. Thanks for joining us. See you soon. Adios,
Bye-bye,
amigos.
folks.
Bye.